Welcome to today's lessons. I'm Professor Vincent Burnett from Victory Realty and Finance Academy, and we're opening minds to open doors. Today I'd like to go over some sample questions from the Florida Broker's exam. And as you look at the exam is a 100-question exam, of which you need 75 as a passing score. And we'll just try to dig right in some questions. The questions vary from different chapters, and I'll try to give a background as far as the probable answers and probable least likely answers. When in doubt, it's multiple choice. The first part of it is trying to eliminate the obvious incorrect answers. And then when you narrow it down, instead of having a 1 in 4 chance, you may have a 1 in 2 chance. And we'll go from there.
Okay.
Remember, 75 is an A, 74 is an F. In the context, all you need, once you get that 75, is just like you got 100%. You don't need a perfect score, you just need a passing score. So let's get started. A broker is not required by law to notify the Fred Commission of conflicting demands in which situation. Buyer refused to close after receiving an inspection report, and seller and buyer both claim earnest money deposit. Seller decide they do not want to sell the property and refuse to allow the borrower to release the buyer's earnest money deposit. Buyer finds another property at a lower price and demands a refund of the earnest money deposit. Seller refuses to sign a release of escrow funds. Or 2 days after signing the sales contract and reviewing the condominium documents, the buyer notified the broker that they want to cancel the contract.
I put D.
You put D. Okay,
Yeah.
why did you put D?
Because it's within their 3-day right of rescission for a condominium contract.
Right. So in that case, yes, the correct answer is D. And in this case, it's not even a conflict of demand. Right. It's just they clearly that money goes back to the buyer. And the seller has no right or no claim on the earnest money deposit.
Okay.
Number 2, and some of them I'll read all the choices, some of them I may not. I'll try to add them. Now again, math is only 10% of the question, 10% of the test. We don't know where the 10% may lie in, but I'll just try to give some illustration. And some people know the concept, not how well you work a calculator. It's cool if you know both. And so I'm Professor B. Sometimes I get it wrong, but I try to teach the concept. Let's go with this math. And I'm sure my student here, I'm sure you got all the math questions right. So
I got 100 on the math.
Okay, you got 100 on the math. Okay, well, we'll see. A commercial property has a potential gross income of $150,000. Vacancy and collection loss are 5% of PGI. Operating expenses total $36,500. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. Which amount is an accurate estimate of the property value? And your answer was?
None of the above.
None of the above. None of the above because you didn't see the correct answer. None of the above because you didn't even give it a shot.
Because I didn't even give it a shot.
You didn't even give it a shot. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to sit here. I guess I'm going to have to go to the bulletin board. I guess I'm going to have to go to the bulletin board. And wait a minute, let me get my thinking cap on. Commercial property.
I just need the formula.
See. Okay, so the formula. Okay, go to the bullet. As I go to the bulletin board. Let's see this question. This question, first of all, whenever you start seeing EGI, PGI, things like that, I haven't even whipped out my calculator yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it right. But whenever you see what this is you will see properties, questions on the income approach and valuing properties. Okay, and one of the ways, 3 approaches to valuing properties. Comparable sales, you're a realtor trying to become a broker, which you do that every day when you pull sales and comps, the CMA, and the appraiser, he does the sales approach.
Okay.
The cost approach, we really don't do that. The cost approach is like pro player stadium, hospitals, government buildings. We don't do that as much as well. That's looking at the land value plus the new building value minus the replacement cost. And the third approach, again, I'm teaching the concept even before I got to this math question. And the third approach is the income approach. The first thing you want to do, know this formula. PGI minus vacancy and collection equals EGI, right? Minus operating expenses equals NOI. 2 formulas for the income approach. That's one. And you're going to take the test at home, am I correct?
Yes.
Some of you guys will take it at home. Some of you guys will take it at a center. As you take it at a center, they're going to give you a blank piece of paper. As soon as you get that piece of paper, write down that formula. If you take it at home, I don't know how you're going to work that cyber chalkboard. I know one thing, they look at your desk going to be clean, you can't have no other pieces of paper. I think the only thing you can do is use that cyber chalkboard and they monitor what you're doing. But somehow, somewhere, you got to know these 2 formulas. This is how you get the NOI. The second part you need to know is ERV. the NOI, the I stands for income. I, or the NOI, divided by rate is equal to value. Okay? I divided by rate equal to values. So we're going to go ahead and take a pause, and then I'm going to come back and I'll answer the question.